somewhere down the line, this is the play. I don't know when it's going to be, but this play right here in critical moments is the play.
Tigers down by 6. Cam takes the snap, looking for the receiver. He's got Lutzenkirchen.
Obviously, the Iron Bowl is what it is. It's just huge no matter what year, who's playing, all of those things. I mean, they had the Julio Joneses and they had the Mark Ingrams, and I mean, they had first-round draft picks everywhere. So this was a great football team. But we had already clinched the West, but we knew if we were going to have an opportunity to play in the national championship, it had to go through Tuscaloosa. And we started out the first half with absolutely the worst performance on offense and defense that we had had all year. Some of that was Alabama, most of it was Auburn. And, and it was things that were very uncharacteristic that we had done all year. We blew a coverage and gave an easy touchdown pass to Julio Jones. I think him and Greg McElroy became All-Americans that day if they weren't already.
Julio Jones, no flags, 68-yard touchdown.
We were just not good at anything we did. Our execution was terrible. It was bad.
McElroy has Hanks. Touchdown, Alabama, Darius Hanks.
But they hit a little screen pass out there to Mark Ingram. If he scores this touchdown, we're going to be essentially out of the game. And we had a defensive end run all the way across the field before he gets to the end zone. Turn around, punch the ball out of his hand. The ball runs through the end zone and out of the end zone for a touchback. We get the ball. If that one play had not happened, I don't know how this rally to come back would have gone.
We never gave up. We never stopped believing. We always knew that we could come back and really get it done.
Goes deep, got a man open, wide open. Touchdown, Auburn!
We honestly didn't even sweat that much in the halftime. We was furious. But if I remember correctly in that halftime, we said we're gonna come back and win. And we started laughing about it, we talked about it, and we was in our locker room, you could have swore we was up 28-3 the way we was acting because we just had that confidence. And it started from the whole season, and we did it all the way until this point. And we knew we couldn't let all those comebacks we had throughout our season go to waste, especially against Alabama.
And I'll never forget in the locker room, when you have a championship team, the players know what to say and how to act and how to rein in a football team in the locker room. Cam got up, a few others got up, and it was unacceptable play, and they all knew it. They all knew that it was a joke. What we presented to the world in the first half, and I told them, what we presented to the world in the first half is a joke. We're not doing schematically anything that's not sound. You're just not playing. You're not executing it. And I said, we can shock the world. Because right now, nobody thinks we can go out in this stadium with 100,000 out there and flip this thing. Nobody thinks that. The only ones that think that happen to be in this room. Coming out of the locker room, I said, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the first drive down. We are going to score. That's happening. And then it's game on.
Wants to throw, goes downfield. Zachary makes the catch, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Auburn! 70 yards!
Exactly what this offense needed right there, a play action fake.
And from that point on, the demeanor and the body language and the presence of the sideline completely changed. And the game was a completely different story in the second half. We gave up 3 points and 67 total yards.
Newton has it. Touchdown, Tigers. Third and 4, trailing by 6.
It was actually Coach Chiswick's favorite play. You know, he'd always tell me, hey, the hardest play to defend is the wide alley.
And that was a play that Gus didn't have in his playbook, but I was adamant when Gus came in that we add this to our repertoire. This was a play that I felt like over the years, being a defensive guy, is near impossible to defend. And it's a delay by the tight end where you just kind of let the offense, you know, kind of move in a misdirection, then he sneaks out the backside.
The Lutzie, what we call it, I knew it was going to work because, once again, that's one of those plays that we worked on time and time again. Once you get to that spot on the field, doesn't matter the situation, we were going to call that play.
So I turned around and said, Coach, here comes your play.
Philip was in the game, and Gus had designed it to look like a quarterback run.
And of course it's Cam, so everybody's eyes is focused on Cam.
And I just remember, as we're running that play, I saw Philip go across the field. And I think in the middle of the play, we all were kind of like, hey, we're running that play. Like, this is happening live in front of 110,000 people.
And there was born the Lutzie. That's how it happened.
Cam takes the snap, looking for the receiver. He's got Lutzenkirchen. Touchdown Auburn! Touchdown Auburn! Lutzenkirchen, he threw it back across the field. 7-yard play.
You know, like screaming, you know, at the top of our lungs.
I just remember us giving him such a hard time about that stinking dance he did in the end zone. Like, we were all like, but to know Philip was to know that that was not out of the ordinary for him to do some crazy, spontaneous dance like that.
Tigers 28, Alabama 27, a 24-point deficit erased, and Auburn finishes the regular season 12-0.
Coming back from so many deficits, 3 or 4 games where we were down by 12, 13, 14 points, and coming back, that was really just a dream season. And I got 3 rings from that, so that's pretty awesome too.
You know, upon reflection now that Philip's passed, it's just so incredible that was Philip Lutzenkirchen that caught the pass in that game. What an amazing memory that he created, right? That he was part of creating for a fan base and his own family that will live forever.
I have that picture hanging up in the house when we ran over and he jumps up in the end zone. And so, yeah, that's one of those you don't forget, ever.
You know, Philip was a joy to coach, you know, just a superhuman being and a very talented player too.
Trustmark. People you trust, advice that works.